Alicia, the world's leading female dating coach for men. Today, I'm going to be looking at breaking rapport, something I think is incredibly important, and it's something that is widely taught in the pickup community and the seduction community, but for some reason, guys just don't apply it nearly enough or properly. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try my very best to convince you how important this is and why all my students who have applied it correctly have had some really, really good results by using it. Now you'll find at the beginning of the conversation with anyone that you don't really know tends to have a lot of peaks and a lot of dips. So you go in with your opening line and there's a general peak, and then you have the ability to transition from there and you're still on a peak, and then there's a bit of a dip, and because she's thinking, okay, what next? And you're thinking, what next? You're running out of things to say. It's just after that really funny joke that you told her. Whatever it is, you'll find that after every peak there is a dip. After every high point there is a lull. You need to be able to monitor when that peak is about to just take a dip. And that's the point that you actually break rapport. That is the point where you say to the girl, hey, you know what, I'm being so rude right now. It's my friend's birthday, I'm completely ignoring him. You can give her a kiss on the forehead, you can give her a hug, and you say, I tell you what, let's carry on for this for later. And then you leave her. So what this does is when you've reached a peak in the conversation and you break rapport, you actually leave her wanting more. And that means that you can go back to her anytime that you like, because the last memory she associates with you is a positive one. So immediately when she sees you again, when you start speaking to her again, you're going to anchor that emotion that you left her with. But the mistake that a lot of guys make is they will break rapport at a dip, at a low point. They're not actually breaking rapport, they are just breaking away. They will wait for the conversation to fizzle out. They will try everything they can to get the conversation going, but they're on this dip and they can't shift it. They can't reach another peak. So what happens is then they make the decision to leave her and they think, oh, I'm breaking rapport now. But really they're not. As I said, they're just breaking away. You see, there's this really uncomfortable point. She's thinking, I hope he goes. He's thinking, I wish that she would say something. She's thinking, I'm going to tell him to go any second. And eventually he says, okay, I'm going to go now. And she's thinking, thank God for that. That was really, really getting uncomfortable. Now, there is 0 point in him going back to that girl, because the last memory that she associates with him is a negative one. So if he comes back to her, she's going to be hostile to him. She's going to have hostile body language and her response is going to be a negative one. So that is breaking rapport done incorrectly. That is not something I teach. You need to be able to monitor when you've hit a high point and you need to let it go. You need to separate yourself from the girl. Now, obviously, you can only do this in the nighttime. You can only do it in a nightclub or a bar. And what people are really worried about is they're worried about leaving the girl and someone else is going to take her place. Okay, most of the guys that are going to talk to her that night, she's just going to blow out. She's going to tell them she's not interested, because they'll be making mistakes. They'll be orbiting her the whole night. They'll be hanging around her like a mosquito. They won't be breaking rapport. And eventually, you know something, she's going to look at you. You're going to look at her. You can do a signal to her, such as a yawn, or look like you're falling asleep, because you're trying to show her that you understand she's really bored of that guy she's with. And so many times, I've noticed this, girls will run to the guy that broke rapport with them because they can trust him. They know that he's not going to be hanging around them for ages. So she'll leave the guy she's speaking to and she'll say to the guy, oh, I've just seen my friend, and she'll run over to you. And essentially, you'll be rescuing her from this guy. But breaking rapport does a few things. And this is why it's so incredibly powerful. First of all, you get to demonstrate that you are a man in demand. You are someone who is popular and everyone wants to speak to you. Your time is precious and your time is valuable. This is very attractive to women. And she's going to be spotting that. She's going to see you speaking to other people in the club, and she's going to believe, even if you're just doing the exact same thing to them as what you did to her, she's going to be under the impression that they are your friends that you're speaking to and that you're this really, really sociable guy. Remember, you can be breaking rapport with a number of girls. This is why it's so great. You don't have to get stuck on just one girl the whole evening. Secondly, it shows that you're not giving her that much value. A lot of guys will just abandon their friends, abandon their plans, forget about their friends completely, and just orbit that woman for the rest of the night just because she was polite to him for a few minutes. And girls see this. Girls notice these little things. You're with these guys, you are out partying, you are having a fun time, and now suddenly just because I'm nice to you for a couple of minutes, you're like on my case all night. Guys don't realize this, but women spot it a mile away. So this is another reason why breaking rapport is so cool. It shows that you have your plan, you have your friends this evening, you're not going to abandon them just because she's nice to you. She's going to have to do a lot more than that if she wants your full undivided attention. And thirdly, it gives her time to digest. It gives her time to appreciate you. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Ever heard of that saying? Well, this is that saying in motion. You are going to make her miss you. Let her talk to the other guys. Let other drunken guys slobber all over her. That's fine. She'll just appreciate you a whole lot more. See, the great thing is that when you go see her again, you can carry on from where you left off, or you can start a whole new conversation. She will start making more of an effort to keep you there because you've created this cycle, because you can do this a few times where every time it gets good, you leave her. So what she does is she automatically starts trying to keep you there for longer. She starts working hard and making more of an effort, investing more energy and time and concentration in you. So that is why breaking rapport is so effective. It's effective for lots of other reasons also, such as you can do this to about 8, 10, 12, 14, whatever amount of girls you like, depending on the size of the club, how many people are there. So that means you don't have to just be stuck with one girl for like 2 hours just so that she can tell you she has a boyfriend after that, or she goes off with some other guy. You can do this to multiple girls. It's, as I said, great demonstration for how busy you are, and it's fantastic also if you are somebody who does panic when you run out of things to say, rather than just panicking and then filling it up with lots and lots of little questions that just drive her mad, and not in a good way. Just by saying to her, look, I've got to go, saying in a really confident manner, will be a great way to actually end the conversation on a high rather than on a mumbling low. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Check out my website, www.kezia-noble.com. You can find out more about myself and my amazing team of wing girls and pickup coaches, as well as all our live events, bootcamp, 7-day course, and all my products there also. Don't forget to check out the regularly updated blog also. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you soon. Take care.